Dolphins fans, we're answering your questions on today's show. There are a lot of rumors to discuss after the Dolphins got $13.6 million in cap space from the Byron Jones post-June 1 cut. The one-inch wonder with our first question. If we can't get Cook, would you take Ezekiel Elliott if he's cheap? No, because the Dolphins running back room, I've already made the argument that they don't need Dalvin Cook. We certainly don't need Ezekiel Elliott. Zeke had a great run in Dallas. I think he's a little bit washed. I don't think he's better than Jeff Wilson. I don't think he's better than Raheem Mostert. I don't think he's better than Devon Achane. So signing Zeke to be the fourth running back to compete with Salvon Ahmed and Myles Gaskin for that spot just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Fins fans, this is interesting. DeAndre Hopkins to Miami. Well, he was cut by Arizona last week. The teams linked include the Chiefs have been linked a lot, the Patriots, the Bills, the Titans, the Cowboys, the Texans even. I saw them linked today. No, the Dolphins are not going to get involved here with DeAndre Hopkins because they already have an elite wide receiver room. In my opinion, the best wide receiver room in the NFL. Why would you pay DeAndre Hopkins, who's not going to be cheap, a lot of money to be your third wide receiver? Because that's what he would be on Miami. Producer Trace, I don't think he's better than Jaelan Waddle. He's not better than Jaelan Waddle. So, no, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, if they did sign DeAndre Hopkins, I would laugh my way all the way to Buffalo and point it'd be the Death Star because it would be over. If they got DeAndre Hopkins, it might be the best offense of all time. But no, that's just not going to happen. But Vince fans, thanks for the question. Mr. Gromby, how is Eric Fisher looking like to getting on the team? He would be a quality player to add depth with. Well, I've actually been asked about this over Twitter. I appreciate you asking the question here on the video. I think the Dolphins, and look, I don't have sources. This is just pure speculation. I think they're frustrated with Eric Fisher because they paid him over $1 million not to play a single snap last year. They brought him in late in the season before Sunday Night Football against the Chargers. They were hoping he might be the starting right tackle or at least be a backup left tackle behind Armstead if Armstead got injured again. But he had his own injury issues. I don't think he was, again, speculation. I don't think he was in shape, and he didn't play. And they paid him, $1.5 million to not play? I don't think they're going to sign Eric Fisher back. Now, would he add some depth? Yes, but I don't think it's going to happen. I think there's a reason he's still available. Billy Bob, thanks for the question. Is that Billy Bob? I love it. Who is a dark horse defensive player of the year candidate on Miami? I think a lot of people, if you don't use the words dark horse, would say Javon Holland, maybe Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard. But a dark horse defensive player of the year candidate, I think, is Jaelan Phillips. 61 tackles this past season for JP in his second year. 25 QB hits, 8 tackles for loss, 7 sacks. He had a great rookie season. The numbers were even better in year 2, and he's going to have a monster year here in year 3. There's no question about that. His first year in Vic Fangio's defense, again, the numbers really improved from year 1 to year 2. He is going to put up monster numbers this year and have a really big year for the Dolphins and may even be a dark horse defensive player of the year candidate. I think he's like plus 10,000 to win that award. There's a lot of value there. Can Jaelan Phillips win Defensive Player of the Year? Type Y for yes or type N for no down in the comment section. Go down, let me know. Can Jaelan Phillips win Defensive Player of the Year? Go down in the comment section, let me know. Carter Reimer, what's up, man? Good to see you again. What should we do at middle linebacker after reports have been saying our linebackers haven't been doing good? In my opinion, we should trade for Isaiah Simmons. Yeah, Simmons would be interesting. He's a name we might talk a little bit more about next week. But to answer your question or to kind of elaborate there, when you talked about the middle linebacker situation, David Long has not had a good week this week. I think he's missed 2 OTA days. He just hasn't had a good week. So there's some concerns around David Long. He missed some time last year in Tennessee, which is a reason the Titans let him go. So I still think they need some more depth at linebacker. I want to see more Tyndall. I want to see more of Cameron Good. I want to see maybe a guy like Aubrey Miller make this team. But I still agree, Carter, that we need some more depth there, and maybe Isaiah Simmons is a name they'll explore if David Long continues to struggle. Candy Cane, we don't really know what's going on. I see your question in the live chat. He might be dealing with an undisclosed injury. Stay tuned. Jackson, when will the Dolphins sign DJ Fluker? I hope they sign him today, Jackson. I really do. I think he deserves a shot. He had a workout with the Philadelphia Eagles last week. Producer Trace, you cover the Eagles. Any news on that front?
Not anything that I've seen personally. I haven't been able to see a ton around DJ Fluker, but that being said, I know the Eagles are interested in potentially signing him.
So I think it's going to be sooner rather than later that he gets a gig because the Eagles just worked him out last week. Now, they did sign Isaiah Wynn, the Dolphins. I still think that DJ Fluker makes a lot of sense because he can play both tackle and guard. He's in phenomenal shape. He's motivated. He's hungry for an NFL comeback. I would sign DJ Fluker, and I really hope he gets a spot on a team this year. Awesome guy as well. We had a chance to interview him a few weeks ago on the channel. Could not have been more charismatic. We love DJ Fluker, man. We're rooting for him. Derek Washington. Do you think the defense will be a top 10 defense? Derek, I think the defense will be a top 5 defense. You look at all the talent across the board. You got Javon Holland, Christian Wilkins, Jaelan Phillips, Jalen Ramsey, Xavier Howard, Zach Sealer, Jerome Baker. I mean, it's unbelievable the amount of talent that's on this. Bradley Chubb, the amount of talent's on this Dolphins defense. I would say top 5 defense with all the depth they have, and Vic Fangio is your defensive play call. I'd say top 5 offense, top 5 defense. And when you say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl. Galaxy Stargazer. Do you think Achane will have a 1,000-yard season? Man, that's a bold prediction for a rookie running back. I'd say one of the better rookie running backs last year was Dameon Pierce, and he didn't get to 1,000 yards with the Texans, mainly because he missed 4 games. So if Devon Achane is RB1 the entire season, then yeah, I think he can do it. I don't think he will be. I think by the end of the year he might be leading the team in carries, but I'm going to say no just because I don't think he's going to be the leading ball carrier week 1. Another new member of the Dolphins is Jalen Ramsey. You can go get his jersey at chatsports.com/Ramsey. Great deal on that jersey. Go and pick it up. Going to be the number 5. That jersey's awesome. Chatsports.com/Ramsey. Go and support the Fins by getting a Jalen Ramsey jersey. That link in the comments and the description of today's video. Dan the Fins man, how's it going? Would D-Hop to the Jets make them better than us? Let me think. No. The Dolphins would still be a better football team than New York Jets. Jets fans think they're going to win 3 straight Super Bowls with Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to happen. They're still going to be the Jets. They're going to be better, but they're still the Jets. I don't think they're going to get over the hump. I think they'll make the playoffs. I don't think they win a playoff game. For them, I don't know why adding DeAndre Hopkins would make sense. Do you not want Garrett Wilson to explode in that offense next year? You signed Alan Lazard. You signed some other guys. Let Garrett Wilson cook. DeAndre Hopkins would take away some targets. Who wins the AFC East next year? Let me know down in the comments section. I'm going to say the Fins, but what say you? Let me know down in the comments. Who is going to win the AFC East?